Hey, Time Pals, Mike the Cat Gardener, and today is a look at what I am growing, kind of a tour, indoor garden tour. It is the 3rd of January. I've been shoveling all day, back hurts, but I thought I would take some time to show you my indoor garden and update you on the pest problem that I was fighting. I actually have there's some people have given me units to test and do a review on, and I have not been able to do it because I don't want to. I want it to be a fair, clean review and show it in its best possible light. And so I don't want to put anything in it while I'm battling the aphids. And one thing I did not notice until today, this must be warm in the house because my my oregano is gone to flower. So I'm gonna have to pull the flowers off it, or maybe I'll let it go to seed. I've got tons and tons of it, so that'll be a fun experiment. And maybe the flowers will keep the aphids away. They pretty much devastated most of my indoor garden. They seem to have left this pepper plant alone. See, what happens is I'm chasing them from plant to plant, where they will go to a plant and just completely obliterate the plant. And so I'll try to treat the plant, spray the plant, wash the plant, whatever methods I use, they just go running to a new plant. And I have way too many plants. I had like 120 something plants that were of pretty large size. Yeah, they really did a number on a lot of them. But as you can see, got some baby peppers going out here, tons of flowers. So they have left us alone. There's diatomaceous earth on here, if you recall from the Christmas video. But yeah, so it's one of the few plants I have remaining. Here's another pepper plant. The only thing go right, I'm probably going to save the seeds because you can see that this is not a very tall pepper plant, and it has tons and tons of peppers. I've already harvested like 10 peppers off this thing. So yeah, I did make up a solution of tea tree oil, peppermint oil, some herbicidal soap, some ethanol alcohol, and some peroxide, and of course water. And I made a solution out of that, strong enough to hopefully kill the pest, but weak enough to not hurt the plants, and not it's not going to affect the food, because I'm trying to grow food here. It's not for show. I really love my peppers. I like eating delicious peppers. So far, like I said, there's no aphids or anything on this little sticky thing here. That's just stuff that fell off the plant. It's a little pepper seedling there. But the solution seems to be sort of working. I had to get rid of pretty much every tomato plant in my man cave here because they really love the tomatoes. There's one plant here. There was a plant that had tomatoes on it that I'm probably just going to get rid of pretty much all of this stuff and just clean all the diatomaceous earth off here and start from new. My dill is doing great. And it doesn't take long to restart these things anyway. So, all right. These are my lemon spice jalapenos. They really have gone to town on this plant. This plant had leaves that were like the size of my hand, and they just sucked all the life out of a lot of it. And as you can see, it seems to be doing okay now that I used the spray. This is my bottle with the, see, this was a full bottle. That's how much I've been fighting these things. I got some traps here. I've caught a couple of them in there. But yeah, and they went to town. They killed my basil tree, so I was very upset about that. Oh, look, I think you can see. Oh, great. Just knocked a bunch of stuff over. And knocked off the stem. Anyway. Set this guy back up. Whatever. Anyway, I was going to try to show you one of those little, like these little white things are the little baby aphids that kind of fly around. And anyway, I put the spray on there and they run from my plant. All right, and then I will show, be right back. This is my Zimhu unit where I had all the orange spice jalapenos. I'm getting some regrowth back. I kind of cut everything back because the aphids kind of went to town on that. And I do have new growth down here, so we'll see what happens with that. Like I said, if not, if I can't beat them, I'm going to completely just get rid of pretty much every plant in my house. Maybe concentrate on trying to save the winter indoor grow ones, just to see if I can, using my pest solution. I know, maybe that'll take care of things. We shall see. And then over here, in my deep water culture tub, there is some tomatoes those are the cuttings that I saved. That's in I'll have shown her. It's an upcoming video. So these ones are doing great up here, and I've been spraying them. These cuttings down here are might live, might not. We'll see. Like I said, I got pest traps set up down there. Been spraying them with the solution. We'll see if they survive. This is the culprit right here. This guy, he is the pepper that I brought inside to overwinter, and he is doing great. The Fresno chili pepper plant is gone to the upper room. That's no more. Kind of bums me out. There's an orange spice jalapeno back there that they kind of attacked, but now it's coming kind of bouncing back. The other one, the lemon spice one, is in the upper room with the Fresno because the aphids just go crazy. They suck all the life out of your plant, and your plant will look happy and healthy one day and just completely croak the next day because of the stinky aphids. Again, it's my fault because I tried to bring this guy inside. If I hadn't have done that, I would have zero pest problems right now. The spider mites were easy to get rid of. The fungus gnats were easy when I figured out how to get rid of them. Were easy to get rid of. But yeah, so that's as you can see, it's a quick tour. Well, forgot my experimental shelf. Be right back. All right, this is my experimental shelf. This was a unit that had a bunch of different things in it that aphids were going nuts on, so I got rid of. This basil I'm going to throw out because they do love to attack the basils. This was kind of one of my last basils. And I was thinking about saving it with the oils and stuff, but basil grows so fast inside. This thing's only like maybe 3 weeks old. I can grow, and I got tons of basil in the freezer. So, although I do like fresh basil, it's not that big of a deal. This is my shoe box that I turned into a cracky hydroponic unit. It's growing tons of fresh thyme. So hopefully I can save that. I don't see the aphids on there, but again, it's not that long. It's maybe about a month. So if they do attack that, I will get rid of it. This jar here, I was just kind of messing around to see if this is a salsa jar. This is a net cup. Fits. So when I do restart to do plants, I'll do some fun experiments with that. There's a amino cup there that also fits in there. So yeah, just some quickie ways of growing. Oh, they did ruin my cracky versus aeration experiment. They left the aerated lemon spice alone, but the aphids killed the cracky one. Now I don't know if that has anything with the method of growing. I kind of doubt it because they don't care about what's going on underneath. They attack the growth. But yeah, that one's also in the upper room. My Cuban oregano It's doing great. It has no worries. This is my weird mystery pepper plant that dies and comes back and dies and comes back. It's got a ton of new growth. And the aphids seem to be leaving that alone. But again, if the aphids continue to be an issue, I will just get rid of everything and start from scratch. It's not that big of a deal. All right. I think that about covers everything. You know, sad of an update as it is, it's not really that sad because I can start over. All right. That's been my battle with the aphids. I'm pretty sure that I haven't won. I don't see hardly any anymore. I see a lot of them kind of hanging out on they hang out on the wall, which is funny because there's nothing there for them. And I just take an alcohol swab and squinch them. You know, they're tiny little things, but I get rid of them as soon as I see them. And hopefully that's taking care of the problem. So we'll see. I'm giving it kind of my metric is I'm giving it a week. And if they are still surviving by hiding on plants that I don't want to give up, like my beautiful Cuban oregano here, sadly I'll have to get rid of if I start seeing them hanging out on that, which would bum me out. But I could take cuttings and try to protect them, put them in a area downstairs in the basement or something, which I might end up doing just so I could save it. But yeah, I'd rather start from scratch than, you know, fight these silly things, so I can get some things that I have a ton of really cool experiments and things that I want to do that I can't do because of the aphids. So that's my tale of woe. All right. Any comments, questions, leave in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have an awesome day.